Johnny Cash welcomes Johnny Jet, our traveling man. Hello, Johnny.
Hello.
I couldn't remember if you were here. For some reason, I thought you were here tomorrow.
No, I just got back into town.
All right. Where were you? Detroit?
No, you like Detroit.
I keep putting you in Detroit. Chicago?
I've traveled a lot the last
Minnetonka?
10 days. I've been in the East Coast. I've been in New York twice in the last week.
Wow.
In Philadelphia.
Wait a minute. You went
Dallas.
and you came back, and then you went and you came back?
I did.
Wow. No wonder you have all those frequent flyer miles.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's tiring, but, I get the miles. I get my elite status, which is very key because I get free upgrades. And doing that trip on a lie flat seat makes it so much easier than in the back of the bus.
Johnny is our travel guru, and you might say, well, why do you have a travel guru on a technology show? Well, because technology is completely changing how we travel, and Johnny talks about apps and websites. Of course, he's got his own JohnnyJet.com, which is well worth reading just for the articles. I read it for the articles, Johnny. But he's got the free newsletter, the free travel search stuff.
It's the tips and deals that people like the most.
Tips and deals, yeah. How many newsletters do you have?
I have 3. I have a daily travel tip, and I have a deals newsletter. So whenever there's really good deals, and there's always good deals going on, you just got to be flexible. And a weekly newsletter where I talk about apps and websites and stuff I'm going to talk about today.
This being a travel guru, this is not easy. This is hard work. This guy works really hard.
Well, you know what? I work on the planes the whole time, so I really hope that electronic ban doesn't come to America.
Boy, that would be bad. That would be really bad.
That would be my travels would slow down completely.
You know what I'm really worried about, and the president's talked about this extreme vetting, which is not yet the rule, but I fear that it will be, that requires people coming into the United States to, I don't know if everybody will be asked for, but if they're asked to turn over their social media passwords and their contact list and answer political questionnaire. And I fear that this will really hamper tourism in the U.S. I also fear, and I think we talked about this last week, retaliation on the other side. I like to travel. I love to travel. And but I'd be very reluctant to travel outside the U.S. if I have to give up my passwords. That's not good. I mean, I guess you change them immediately after you give them up, but... And
people are going to have fake handles, too. They're going to have ones that
I don't think this is... If you're a bad guy, you're... Come on. Of course you're not going to give the Customs and Border Patrol your Twitter password where you say, let's take over the U.S. You're not going to give them that. You're going to give them some dummy Twitter account. Yes. So I don't even understand how this helps, to be honest. All right.
I don't either, but I don't want to get political because I'll get all kinds of crazy emails like I do.
This is about travel. I'm not, this is just, I'm hoping that they're just floating this. It was a campaign promise. I hope they're not serious about it. It will be devastating to our economy.
I don't see how it's going to happen because it won't work. That would not work.
It is neither useful nor, it's not effective, and it's a bad policy. But that's, I'll get political. It's a bad policy. So,
well, it is bad. It is bad policy.
But I mean, people who listen to the show have social media accounts. We're very technically literate. We have phones. My phone has my life on it. I'm not giving that up to somebody I don't know. That seems like a bad idea.
Well, they have the right to go through your computers, your passwords.
No, I know it's legal. I'm not saying it's illegal. I'm just saying it's bad policy.
It is. Yeah. So, but if you're traveling with stuff on your computer that you do not want people to see, fortunately they never asked me, or I don't know any of my friends.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's selectively, I hope it'll be selectively implemented.
Yeah, but it would take a long time.
But you never know. Is it going to be me next time? And you don't lie. That's the other thing. We say that over and over. We're not suggesting you lie to the Border Patrol. That's not a good idea.
No, they don't want to do that.
Nope.
You don't want to do that.
So leave your phone at home, I guess. But that doesn't mean they can't ask you, okay, fine, you don't have your phone, but I want to see your Twitter handle. I want to know, give me your password to your Twitter account and your Facebook account. I want to see what you're posting.
Yeah. Well, the bad guys usually have 2 accounts.
Maybe it doesn't stop bad guys. None of this stuff ever stops bad guys.
Yeah.
I guess it stops casual bad guys. Guys thinking about being a bad guy. I don't know who it stops.
Dumb bad guys.
Dumb bad guys. I remember talking to the Secret Service years ago, and they said most bad guys are actually dumb. So we don't really need these
bad,
techniques. In most cases, we just ask them, and they tell you. All right, what what do you got for us today?
I always do an app, a website, and a tip. So this week I was last weekend I was in Dallas speaking at the show, and there was a tornado warning on the weather.
You know, every time I go to Dallas to Love Field, they've got, you go in the men's room, it says tornado shelter. It makes me nervous. Yeah.
Same with Denver, too.
Do I have to live in the bathroom?
Well, so download this app. It's from the Red Cross. It's called Tornado, and it's free on iOS and Android. And actually, one of my local friends who lives in Dallas says actually every Texan has it. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, I would if I lived in tornado country.
So if there's ever a tornado, a loud warning goes off on your phone to alert you so you know to take cover. So that's useful. What you really want it for, right then and there. Wake up in the middle of the night and right to dart. But it has all other kinds of useful things, including a map with Red Cross shelters.
Oh, this is great.
How to assemble an emergency kit, how to practice an emergency plan. There's quizzes. There's an I'm safe notification, and there's a strobe light. So God forbid you're in a place where they can't find you. This will help them find you, and also audible alert functions.
Really good idea.
So, yeah, it's free. This is something you hope you'll never use, but you know what? Why not download it? And in case you're going down to Texas or you live down there or any tornado alleys.
Tornado. It's by the American Red Cross. They have a number of apps, but that's a good one.
They have tons of apps. Yeah.
Isn't that great? They've discovered, and it's iOS, Android, iPad. This is a really great tool. What a good idea.
Yeah. Have you heard of that one, or did you have it?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
That's what I like.
And I go to Denver a lot because my son's in school there. And in fact, I'm going to be there in May.
I've actually had to circle over Denver because there was a tornado below us.
Wow.
And they actually started diverting us to Colorado Springs, and we were almost about to land in Colorado Springs, and they said, you know what? They just opened up Denver, so we did another U-turn.
Wow.
And landed in Denver, and that is no fun circling in bumpy air.
Yeah.
All right.
What else you got for us?
I got a website. So this one's called liveatc.net, and actually one of your readers or viewers in the chat room recommended it.
We were talking about Channel 9 on United and how much I enjoy listening to air traffic control.
So you'll love this then. This has been around for a while. It's real basic, but there's a world map so you can click different airports. You can listen to live or recorded, air traffic control.
I love it.
And remember that video I showed you a couple weeks ago where the guy just videos the whole flight.
That's probably where he gets the
That's exactly where he gets it. So I was trying to figure out how he put the live ATC to it. And now we know.
That's really neat.
And it's also an app, but it's pretty cool. You can listen to it, all different things. I think it started with Boston's Logan Airport, but now it's all over.
Neat.
And do we have time for a tip or no?
Sure, tip. We got 40 seconds. That's time for a tip.
So, the last couple of weeks I've been in hotel rooms that all have connecting room doors. And one of my tips that I keep forgetting to do myself is that when you check in, ask for a room that does not have a connecting room door unless you're traveling with a group.
Right. I agree with you.
Because these doors are paper thin.
Yeah.
And last week I could hear everything.
You can hear them talking in a normal voice. You can hear what they're saying. It's like you've bugged the room.
But you also got to make sure that the room door is locked. Sometimes it's not.
And lock it.
And I discovered that. They could have come right in and grabbed my stuff.
JohnnyJet.com. That's our boy, Leo Laporte, the tech guy.